Judith Orloff, MD, is a NY Times bestselling author of multiple books, and is a psychiatrist, empath and intuitive healer, and is on the UCLA Psychiatric Clinical Faculty. She synthesizes traditional medicine with knowledge of intuition, energy, and spirituality, and passionately believes in the power of integrating this wisdom for total wellness.
Well, hello, Dr. Orloff.
Hi, it's nice to talk to you again.
Thank you. Your bio, I think, on your site says you are, quote, you passionately assert that we have the power to transform negative emotions and achieve inner peace. Psychiatry has usually been about medical experts managing our negative emotions with drugs or therapies. Are you describing a more self-help approach in your book, Emotional Freedom?
Well, I'm a different kind of psychiatrist. What I do is I incorporate traditional medicine with information from intuition, spirituality, subtle energies, and psychology. And so I want to provide solutions from every possible realm for people who are experiencing anxiety, because I know how potent anxiety can be and how it can just throw you off. And I don't feel traditional psychiatry offers all of the solutions that are available.
So you've also written, quote, I've learned that emotional freedom is rarely just about removing a symptom, unquote. Many of us feel an urgency about dealing with anxiety or irritability when it comes up. And do you include strategies that can have a fairly immediate relief, or is this more a long-term emotional health approach?
Oh, no, that wouldn't work with anxiety. You need immediate relief from anxiety.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, you don't want to wait. So I have both immediate methods that you can use and those that you can develop longer term to shift your biology and neurochemicals. Because what happens with medication is that alters your neurochemicals, but I believe that we can do that naturally with our own techniques on our own meditation practices. But in addition to that, there are 4 ways to find calm and cure anxiety that I talk about in Emotional Freedom that have to do with supplements. And a few of them I recommend are 5-HTP, which is a plant extract which converts into serotonin in the brain. That works for certain people. Kava kava, which is taken from the root of a plant that grows in the South Pacific, and it promotes relaxation and improved sleep. And also calcium and magnesium. I believe that's what you were just referring to, the Pure formula, I think. And these are essential minerals that can be depleted by stress, which are calming and improve sleep. So those are 4 possible natural supplements to use. And also, to relieve anxiety, you must learn how to quiet your system, because the fight or flight response revs it up. And so it's important, as much as possible, to avoid caffeine and other stimulants, excessive sugar, and violent newscasts and films, because these make you jumpy and increase the startle response.
Right. Speaking of getting revved up, which is certainly a problem in a lot of ways in modern society, many actors get anxious about auditions, about not getting work, etc., and have anxiety issues around that are really kind of built in a way to the profession. Right. Do you have actor or performer clients that you've helped?
Oh, all the time. Well, my practice is in Los Angeles, so a great portion of it is with creative people and actors and directors and so forth, but actors in particular. I mean, there are a number of options for that. One is, basically the beta blockers, or Inderal, which is a medication to reduce stage fright by decreasing the fight or flight response. All right, that's one way, but a better way is that I teach everyone to do a 3-minute mini meditation from Emotional Freedom, where they learn how to breathe, center themselves, let their thoughts float by, and focus on something really nurturing and positive for 3 minutes. which is a better way, I believe, to learn how to shift your anxiety and really own the moment with it. So you can do that anywhere. I mean, I teach patients who have panic attacks this 3-minute mini meditation, and let's say the panic attack is coming on at a party, they could go to the bathroom, close the door, and do this 3-minute meditation to bring themselves back together again and then go back out. As it's important that we learn how to shift the biochemical rush that comes in from anxiety with specific strategies to bring it back down instead of feeding it, because then it could snowball and turn into a panic attack, which is what you don't want.
Well, that's really interesting. It relates to a number of mindfulness approaches I'm sure you're familiar with. But it sounds like you've developed a very quick and efficient version of longer mindfulness meditation techniques.
Oh yes, you need a quick and efficient version with anxiety, because when it starts revving up, you want to rev it down. It's like pain. You have to break the pain cycle in order for it to stop. The same as with anxiety. And I also want to make the point that many traditional psychiatrists don't understand that certain people are what I call emotional empaths. It's a type of emotional type I talk about in Emotional Freedom, and I am one, so I really have a great interest in it. But emotional empaths are so sensitive that they can absorb the negative emotions of others in their body and actually take it on. So when an empath is around somebody who's anxious, they can actually absorb that energy into their body when it isn't even their own anxiety.
Yes.
And they don't know the difference. It's hard to know what's what. And so in Emotional Freedom, I go through techniques on how to identify this and how to breathe it out, and other strategies to get rid of somebody else's anxiety. And you need to know, if you're an emotional empath, if you're suffering from anxiety and you're an emotional empath, there are a number of strategies that are not presented by traditional medicine that you can try in order to stop absorbing the energy of others. Because if I practice these strategies myself, so I don't absorb the emotions of others, and if I didn't, I couldn't go out on a book tour, I couldn't, be around large groups of people, because my body is literally like a sponge, absorbs that energy, and that can be extremely agitating. And if you don't know that you're absorbing the anxiety of others, or even the anxiety of the world, everything that's going on, then you can be a lightning rod for anxiety, and it's not even your own.
Yeah. Well, that's a really powerful point to make. From what I've read and done interviews with a number of creative people, including, maybe particularly actors, a number of them are highly sensitive, if not empathic. Do you find out with people you work with that they're particularly susceptible in this way?
Oh, yes. Creative people are extremely sensitive. Their neurologic systems are wired, very finely tuned, wired, and open to all kinds of, energies from the outside. So it's important that they protect their energies and nurture them and not be overwhelmed, and learn strategies to center themselves and not absorb everything around them. Otherwise, they wouldn't be able to really create and manifest all their fantastic talents.
Well, I think it was a summary of your book made a statement that you show how to, quote, identify the most powerful negative emotions and transform them into hope, kindness, and courage.
Yes.
It's a really hopeful statement. So we've been talking about anxiety, but certainly there are other negative emotions. But what struck me was the idea of transforming them. This isn't just about covering up or masking these feelings. Is that right?
Oh, that's exactly right. And this is what I really wanted to get across in my book, is that if you experience fear, the idea isn't just to get rid of fear, it's to transform it with courage. Mm-hmm. You have to have point and counterpoint. In traditional psychiatry, it's just about getting rid of an uncomfortable emotion or understanding it rather than transforming it. But because emotions are energy, You need to transform it so that they don't stay stuck in your body, and you could become empowered. And so in the book, I talk about transforming fear with courage, or transforming frustration with patience, or transforming anxiety with inner calm, or transforming anger with compassion. No, it's a point-counterpoint. It's a dance. It's a movement. It's not just get rid of the anxiety and everything's all better.
Right.